Good morning from a very pleasant Peterborough. I was in the summer room last night. Everywhere else was dark and I was watching Green Machine. So good morning, Magnus. Magnus was having some trouble yesterday. One of his slide valves looks as though it's a catastrophic failure and he can't get it fixed until Saturday, so I hope he get that sorted out. And with that in mind, I just thought I'd have a look through the greenhouse window, just a last minute check before I go to bed, and I noticed that one of my UV bulbs was not lit. So with that in mind, we might as well do Koi Kit Part 8, UV bulbs, UV clarifiers, UV whatever you want to call them. So first thing you need to point out with UVs, and this is very important, under no circumstances must you look at a UV light. It is extremely dangerous and damaging to the eyes. So once again, do not look at a UV bulb. That's that bit. Do you need a UV clarifier? No. You might have an alternative way of filtering your system, especially the ones in America where you've got maybe a large quantity of water and it can naturally filter itself. There's Team Aquascape that I really enjoy watching, so hi there guys if you're watching, and they manage to use filtration systems with no UV clarifier at all. So clearly, no, you don't need to use one. Do I use one? No, I use two. Those people that know me well, I don't overcomplicate things, but I over-engineer things. And it's just one of those things that makes me feel better. I have a 1500 gallon pond, and I have two 15 watt UVs. These UVs run independent with each other with their own independent filter. So those people that watch, this is my bottom drain Easy Pod with its own Cockney Koi Algae Master 15 Yamitsu UV. Consequently, this is the skimmer, and this has its own UV. So in a given situation where I need to shut a filter down, I still have filtration and UVs running. It's an expensive way of doing things, but like I said, it works for me. Why have I chosen Cockney Koi Algae Masters? Well, it's the same reason why I drive an 11-year-old Toyota. Toyota haven't let me down, neither have Cockney Koi Algae Masters, so that's why I continue to use them. Are there better models out there in the marketplace? Yes there is. I'm a big Evolution Aqua fan. I know a lot of people aren't, but I do. But just the fact that Cockney Koi haven't let me down, I'll continue to use them. So what do you get with a Cockney Koi UV clarifier? Well, close up of a UV, this is what it looks like. You've got a fitting at one end which houses the electrics for the bulb, fitting at the other end, a large capacity tube with an inlet and an outlet, and then a box for all the electrics that are associated with the UV. How big is this? Well, quantity wise it will do 1500 gallons, and it's approximately 460 mil, something like that, 460 mil. When you first open the box, your inlet and outlets, you are given a stepped hose tail. I put them to one side, and I preferred the decoupling mounts at 1.5 inch, which slide perfectly onto the ends, the inlet and the outlet, and you can glue them with your standard glue and they work perfectly. So in the event that I need to change one, I can have one pre-prepared, instantly uncouple it, drop another one in, and we're back to working. So what I'd like to do today is just set my camera up on a little stool, and I have to check the bulb out electrically, and I have to have a look at the quartz sleeve, and I know for sure I've broken it, so I've got a replacement to slide in. I've no idea if the bulb has failed or not, and I do not have a replacement, but if it is failed, I'll just order one. But in the meantime, I've got my backup UV that's running quite well, so I've no worries over that. So without further ado, let me set up this camera and see if I can find out what is going on. Right, I have got one of these. I hope that focuses. This is called an MK power tracer. This is a fully enclosed electrical tester. So first off is I want to see if electric has gone to either end of the bulb, and this will illuminate if there is power flowing. So this is a main incomer. As you can see, the end is illuminated, so we got power into the control box. This is now illuminated, so I know there's power going to this connector. And you may not be able to see this because it's hidden, but the other side is also showing an illuminated end. So what I need to do now is to turn the power off, retest, and as you can see, it's now not glowing. There is no power attached to that system. So what I'm going to do now is turn the pump off and undo the ends and have a look at the quartz sleeve and slide the bulb out. So pump off, so that's now off. I'm going to undo these ends. He says, hopefully. Now there's a rubber gasket attached to this clamp, and everything has to come off together. I think I know why it's gone. Connector's absolutely shattered for a start. The bulb is wet through, and the fact that I put a broken sleeve back in, I've just asked for trouble, so it's completely my fault. So I'm going to take all this out and get some replacements ordered soon as. Yeah, completely full of water. Both connectors have shattered. In fact, there is water inside the bulb. So as you can see, the ends are completely gone, very corroded, in a shocking state. Let's see if I can test that. that is open circuit, that's shot. So then I need to take off these. This is what holds the quartz sleeve. And as you may well be able to see there, there's a big split in the quartz sleeve that's allowed water to get inside this system. Oh, man, that's tight. Got it. Might have to get back to you. I might be able to use this to flick that out. Let's have a look. It's definitely broken now. That's an O-ring seal from one end. Glass broken. The O-ring seal from the other end, and now hopefully I can slide out so if you've never seen a quartz sleeve, that's a broken one clearly, and all sorts of fascinating bugs all over that. I think due to the amount of damage that's occurred, which is the connectors, both sides, and the fact the quartz sleeve has gone, I'm going to order a brand new unit. So that's as far as we've got with that bit. I'll turn you off. So this is a new quartz sleeve. And I need to put this in because it needs to be watertight. Although the unit is pretty much shot, I've got to make sure I've got a good flow of water through. There seems precious little reason why I should have to put the bulb back in because that's shot as well. But because of this video, I might as well show you. So I've put the quartz sleeve in, and that is, the ends are equal. Put the rubber seal over the end of the quartz sleeve, slide that on, do the other side. I've given these a good cleaning up. Some people like to use Vaseline, that's a cracking idea. So if you want to use Vaseline just a bit extra safe, that's fine. Your locking nut then sits on the end. This is a bit where I broke the sleeve last time, so I'm being really careful this time. The sleeves are pretty expensive. I think the sleeve was about 18 quid, so yeah. I think the fact that I broke the sleeve, I broke the bulb, that's the joys of having fingers like cows' udders. So I'm just checking to see I've got the same amount of sleeve at either end, and then I shall just gently nip that up. So that's your sleeve replaced, your gaskets in, and your end caps are to go in next. There's no real reason to put the broken bulb back in, so all I will do is just refit this, and then just remember that I'm not going to be turning the power on because there's not a bulb in it. one end, this is the other end. I'm really surprised it didn't blow the fuse, but there you go. So I'll pump back on. Check for leaks. That's pretty successful. So what have I learned today? Even if there's the smallest little piece of glass that got broken on the original sleeve, that's then gone. I thought I might just be able to put the gasket beyond the brake and seal it. Clearly that didn't happen. The ceramic end caps, I think the ceramic, that actually put the power onto the tube itself, the UV tube, both ends were shattered. The bulb has then blown because of the ingress of water. So quite a unsuccessful day, but I hope I've shown you how to change bulbs. The bulb is simply push the end caps on. You've got to be really careful with that as well. And the quartz sleeve is the big one. You've got to be very, very gentle with that quartz sleeve because they are expensive. Get yourself one of these. These are just so cool, just to have in your pocket when you're going around electrical stuff. I am a qualified electrician, which is a bit embarrassing to say that I've blown up my own UV. There you go. And as you can see, I have not turned on the bottom drain UV because fortunately I've got this running. So back on the internet, let's get another Algae Master ordered. Anyway, I hope you've found this useful. Please let me know in the comments if I've said something wrong or I might have got my information incorrect. Just to recap, do not ever look into a UV bulb when it's got power on. It's very, very dangerous. Do you need two on a pond? No. I think Yamitsu do singles, twins, quads, and then even one where you have 6 bulbs in a package, which is for very, very large ponds. So yeah, that's the Company Koi Algae Master 15 Yamitsu. Very happy. So stay safe, look after your family, catch you on something else. Bye.